Okay, Korg Gadget has just been released for Nintendo Switch. It's quite pricey at $48. I believe it's $40 on iOS. And on Mac, it's quite a bit more. So I've seen a lot of questions online. People have a lot of questions about it, and Korg hasn't exactly given all the specifics, and neither has the other company that did the port, I guess. One of the big questions is, the Switch runs on the NVIDIA Tegra hardware, which some Android tablets have used. So if it's on the Switch on that hardware, why not port it to Android as well? Who knows, maybe that'll happen in the future. Anyway, there's a lot of questions about the features, which the videos don't really show. This description on the eShop doesn't really tell either. So I thought I'd go ahead and purchase it. If it's ever on sale, I was thinking about purchasing it anyway. But I'll just purchase it at full price right now. It just came out. And then make a video so that others can see how it compares to the iOS version, which I'll have right here on my iPad. So let's get this downloading, and then we'll be right back. Alright, Korg Gadget has finished downloading. Let's get it launched. So one thing they don't show a lot of in the adverts, well, they show people using the Joy-Cons quite a bit, but they don't really show them playing with the touchscreen. And I would hope that everything you can do on the touchscreen on iOS, you can do on the Switch as well. So, okay, this is disappointing. Right now in the menu, the menu is not touch enabled. You have to use a controller, which is quite strange. This app should be entirely touchscreen enabled, so you could play it without having a controller hooked up to your system at all. Let's look at the options, because vibration, that's the single option, is whether or not you want your controller to vibrate. Okay. Exchange song data with other Nintendo Switch. That sounds interesting. But on iOS and Mac, they have Gadget Cloud, where you can upload your songs and share them between devices and computer. So it would be nice if the Switch was compatible with Gadget Cloud, but perhaps you can share songs between Nintendo Switches, which is still kind of nice. Time limit mode, I think that's some game inspired mode. The advertisements really seem to be trying to push this toward casual gaming people, whereas most people who are interested in Gadget are really interested in music production or music production software, and probably already know what Gadget's all about. Let's just create a new song. Okay, so here's the 16 gadgets we get. I believe all of those are standard, except for Kamata on iOS was an in-app purchase. But again, you're not really getting anything for free, because on iOS it was only $40 to begin with. And on the Switch is $48. And I don't remember how much Kamata was. Maybe $10, maybe $15. But you also cannot get these other plugins. There's quite a few that you can get on iOS that aren't available on the Switch just yet. And the iOS also has a couple for audio, like Zurich. But overall, the selection, I mean, it's a good selection of gadgets. Who knows in the future if they'll be able to do some in-app purchases to get more. Oh, I should have seen if you can do touchscreen. Touch. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is very disappointing. Oh, okay. Piano roll. Input notes. What is going on? You have got to be kidding me. Okay. Shortcut functions. Repeat, paste. So hitting the L button on the Joy-Con brings up shortcut functions. I can navigate. Oh my god. You seriously have to use a controller to use this. This is... Okay. So the only thing that appears to be touch enabled are the keyboards. Let's go ahead and set our key. Let's go with A minor. 2 octave. Okay, that's fine. No cool. Okay, you can play chords. Shoot. But all of your piano roll input has to be done. Okay. So the cursor moves quite quickly. But still, using your hand is so much more intuitive. Why play? Okay, that's terrible. Stop. Okay, so as of now, there's probably no MIDI keyboard support. Although it seems like it'd be possible via USB-C or perhaps with the dock plugging in standard USB. You know, USB-C, just get a USB-A to C adapter and plug in any MIDI keyboard. I would hope would be fine. But probably right now there's no MIDI support. Touchscreen is very limited. Only useful for drum pads and keys. Where's the... Oh man, where's the mixer? Where is the mixer? Okay. I cannot find the mixer. Like, how do you start recording? Where's the record button? So if you wanted to play in keys while it's playing and record it, I don't see how to do that either. Oh, okay. Hit the plus button, and you can go from piano roll. Let's see, overview, mixer, piano roll. But again, Piano roll, no touch support. That's a bunch of crap. Mixer touch? No. No touch support in the mixer. No record button. No record button, no touch support. Okay guys, this is quite disappointing. I cannot figure out how to go back a screen to create a new project, or save this project, create a new project, etc. How do you go back? Oh. Okay. Hit the X button and we get a little pop-up menu. Okay. Play, record. Okay. So it does have record function. System. Save, load, controller settings. Okay, options again, just stupid. Whether or not you want to vibrate. Controller settings. If you want to switch up your controller. Change gadget. Okay. Duplicate, delete, rename. Song settings. Finally. Name, BPM, swing. This having to navigate with a controller, the lack of MIDI input output. Let's see what our song export options are. Let's just get some. Just put anything. Okay. Change gadget, copy, paste. Let's put a note here. How do you draw? How do you make? Okay. So you just hold it and then draw. You have to hold the A button down and then move the cursor and you can make an extended note. Now let's see if we can export this. What kind of export options do we have? Do we have any export options at all? Play, record, songs, loop the sound. Okay, it is recording, I think. Yes, there's a record button, record indicator. So that's nice, that works. But this is missing so many features. I am glad oh man, I hope I save a lot of people money and time for purchasing this as it is, because I would rather play with this on a tiny iPhone screen, having all the options available, having touchscreen fully available, than I would on this larger Switch screen. But of course on an iPad is even better. But if you don't have an iOS device, or a Mac and you want to get Korg Gadget, your options are quite limited. I mean, you have Switch or iOS, that's it. And this is not the same experience on Switch. In fact, it's quite disappointing. We need more touch support. We need import, export options, MIDI input, output. What else? Yeah, there's This is just missing a lot. I cannot recommend this, and in fact, I think I'll be requesting a refund. Perhaps in the future, they will update it with more options, or maybe they're quite limited with what they can do because of the platform it's on, because it's on Switch. I just really wish they would release it on Android. I understand Android, you're going to have like 1 billion devices that don't run it well, and people will get angry and give negative reviews. But if you have a device that can run it, it would save you from getting an Apple device. And save you from this lackluster experience on the Switch. Really, this is a perfectly fine tablet. If this was fully touchscreen enabled, you could do everything via the touchscreen. I mean, the interface is large enough. It should be possible. But you can't. I think that is the biggest downfall. That and not being able to share your work. You'd have to take like a 3.5 millimeter jack and jack this into some other device to record your music, which not ideal, but it's doable. But I would not enjoy making music on the Nintendo Switch like I do on an iPad or iPhone. Well, I hope this helps, guys. Like I said, there's not a lot of information out yet. Korg and D-Tune aren't putting all that information. They're not giving a lot of details. So I assume people will buy this hoping only to be disappointed. So I hope I save some people some money and some time. Let's just hope in the future it's updated with more features to bring it more up to par with Korg's other offerings. All right, have a good one.